Hello, you're watching Shalom World News. I'm Rory McLennan coming to you from Glasgow, Scotland. Here are the latest headlines from around the world. On Sunday, multiple people were killed and several injured when an SUV rammed into a Christmas parade in Waukesha in the US state of Wisconsin. Police have not ruled out terror motivation behind the incident, in which 40 people, including children, suffered injuries. The tragedy occurred at 4:40 p.m. local time when the vehicle ploughed into the parade that was also being live-streamed by Waukesha authorities at the time. Witnesses say that police fired shots at the vehicle as it mowed down people. There is a heavy police presence in the town, and residents have been told to avoid the area. Bishop David Ricken has entrusted the Diocese of Green Bay in the US state of Wisconsin, as well as the entire nation, to Christ the King of all nations. The entrustment ceremony was held on Sunday at St. Francis Xavier Cathedral, and the same was repeated in all parishes. In a statement issued before the ceremony, the prelate called the faithful to entrust themselves to Christ, saying, quote, "We must entrust ourselves to Him and ask for the grace to be faithful to Him in difficult times." He also urged them to persevere through these trials and keep focused on Jesus. A special litany was also prepared for the occasion. The consecration ceremony was live-streamed for those who were unable to attend. 2 of the 17 missionaries who were abducted last month in Haiti have been released. A statement released by Ohio-based Christian Aid Ministries, to which the hostages belong, confirmed on Sunday that 2 of them have been released. The statement did not divulge the identity of the 2 hostages for security reasons. The release was also confirmed by Gary DeRosier, a spokesperson for the Haitian National Police. A group of 16 American missionaries and 1 Canadian national were en route to an orphanage near the nation's capital, Port-au-Prince, when the 400 Mawozo gang abducted them on the 16th of October. Since then, there has been international pressure to expedite their release. As a symbolic gesture of love and unity, the head of the Greek Orthodox Archdiocese of America presented Archbishop Jose Gomez of Los Angeles, who is the head of the United States Conference of Catholic Bishops, with a unique silver pectoral cross. The gift was given by Archbishop Epidophorus when he attended the Autumn General Assembly of the US Bishops in Baltimore that came to an end on November the 18th. The pectoral cross is modelled on the cross of Emperor Justinian in the Hagia Sophia monument in Istanbul, the capital of Turkey. It was an Orthodox jeweller in Istanbul who created this particular cross. The Archbishop, who is also the chairman of the Assembly of Canonical Orthodox Bishops of the United States, was accompanied by various North American Orthodox bishops. A first-class relic of Pope St. John Paul II was stolen from a basilica in Buenos Aires on Sunday. Father Jorge Jacek Twarog, the rector of the Polish Catholic Mission in Argentina, confirmed that a reliquary containing the blood relic of the saint was stolen from the Basilica of the Blessed Sacrament on the outskirts of the Argentine capital. The relic was gifted to the Spiritual Children of John Paul II prayer group of the city by Cardinal Stanisław Dziwisz, the Emeritus Archbishop of Krakow and one-time personal secretary of the saint. It was personally presented to Father Twarog in the Archbishop's Palace in the Polish city in 2016. Church authorities said they are praying for the safe return of the relic. In Vietnam, in spite of the stiff religious oppression, the Catholic Church is receiving a windfall in young religious vocations. One of the best examples is a cloistered Carmel monastery in the heart of Ho Chi Minh City, where there are a large number of young nuns, and their number is increasing every year. The Carmelite monastery itself is 160 years old and emerged out of persecution. In the mid-1830s, Apostolic Vicar of southern Vietnam, Monsignor Dominique Lefebvre of the Paris Foreign Mission Society, was imprisoned for evangelizing. While in prison, he dreamt of founding a Carmel in the country. When he was released in 1849, he invited the Carmelites of Lisieux, his hometown in France, so establishing the monastery. The nuns believe that it is St. Teresa of Lisieux's intercession that brings young novices. The saint had wanted to visit the Carmel in Vietnam before her death. She is known to have said that she would go there one day. Despite the COVID pandemic, 2 Catholic outfits in Indonesia conducted the annual Run for You initiative, which is a fundraising sporting event. Adhering to COVID protocols, a Catholic Association of Entrepreneurs and the Archdiocesan Charismatic Renewal outfit of Jakarta Archdiocese appeals to believers to carry out a sporting activity, such as a walk, a sprint or a cycling trip in order to raise funds for Catholic schools and homes for the disabled. The campaign, which began in August, came to a close this month, and believers have been able to raise 3.8 Indonesia rupiahs, that is €236,000. Coordinator of the initiative, Patricia Rusli, told Asia News that dozens of priests, nuns and other religious took part in the sporting campaign. Even Cardinal Ignatius Suharyo of the Indonesian capital took part in the challenge by running on his treadmill. The money raised will be used to fund 8 ongoing projects. A Polish priest murdered by the Nazis during World War II was declared blessed on Saturday, November the 20th. Cardinal Marcello Semeraro, who is the prefect of the Congregation for the Causes of Saints, declared Venerable Father Jan Macha blessed during a solemn ceremony in Katowice that was attended by Archbishop Victor Skorch and other prelates, clergy, religious and faithful. During the ceremony, the Cardinal read out the Pope's decree in Latin, and its Polish version was read out by the Chancellor of the Archdiocese, Father Jan Smolec. The martyr was born in 1914 and was ordained on June the 25th in 1939. He was associated with a clandestine outfit that carried out charitable work among families affected by the Nazi occupation. The Nazi secret police Gestapo arrested Father Macha in 1942, and he was tortured before being decapitated on December the 3rd of the same year. And those are your latest headlines. Do join us again tomorrow. In the meantime, you can visit swnews.org for more updates. Shalom.